Shinjuku Hearts is one of the weirdest game out there. It's a game in which you play as a guy whose name is, well, Guy, that's actually his literal name. And to know why this game is so weird, let me tell you its story. So, skating on the streets, you bump with a lady and you not only cut her leg, but you break it too. Now, any normal person would say sorry and leave immediately, or help and then leave. But if you were normal, then this game would not be one of the weirdest game ever, would it? So, I looked at her and helped her out, and you know what is the first thing she did? She went on a date with me. Yeah, so you injured a person on your way, and instead of being mad, that person is now dating you. Makes total sense. After that, she needs to be healed, so instead of going to a hospital, you go to a restaurant, and luckily you happen to have a medkit with you. How convenient. You ask her what she does and she says modeling. Only problem is, it is the type of modeling Adam 22's wife is doing. It's funny how the staff guy is also yet another guy, but she does not explain that to you, so you continue your date by going to the arcade, getting back to the same restaurant, and calling your friend Jin for dating advice. And this is the advice he gives you: if you like her, you should
fuck her right in the pussy.
Wow, what a piece of advice. Who would have ever thought of that? Now, at this point, you are given another choice, which is so pointless, and I will actually come back to it later. So you have two options. One is either call it a day or go to another place, and by this point, you just know why you're gonna go to another place, okay? Let's not sugarcoat this. Let's say you choose to go to another place, then you are given a choice of which place you want to go to. You can go to an internet cafe or a hotel. One is expensive, while the other one is very cheap. This does not matter at all, by the way, since it isn't like that this game has an economy system or anything, right? So let's say you choose the hotel, and after going there, don't worry, I will protect you from such nefarious evil plotted against the destruction towards humanity. Along with some cringy dialogues, the scene continues, and when it ends, I went back to see what would happen if you choose to go to the internet cafe, because there is no way you could have the plans of devils if you go to the internet cafe. After all, it is one of the most unromantic places ever, right? Well, doesn't matter, cause one way or another, you will smash. Anyway, so after all this is done, your friend asks you why you did not meet, because the reason for Guy to go out in the first place was to meet his friend, and instead he's doing this kind of shit. And again, you're given two choices, and these choices are also pointless, because no matter what you choose, you end up in the exact same place. Tell me what kind of life you live that no matter what you do, you end up being in the gutter. Like, seriously. Also, this game only has a handful amount of choices, right? And some of them don't even matter, making the gameplay, like, if you can even call it that, really pathetic. Because in the next scene, you go out with your friends for vacation, where coincidentally, that chick who you almost killed and, you know, ended up raw-dogging her, you finally found out that she is also actually an actress in the adult industry. And so you decide to become an adult actor right then and there. This guy literally went from skating on the streets in hopes for finding a job and doing business to literally deciding to be an adult star. After that acting is done, she tells you, and I quote on this, "And no self-respecting man should put up with their partner being fucked by other guys on camera." Is this game made for Adam 22? I know I was making jokes earlier, but this is just wild. Then you become a successful adult actor and you meet other chicks in the industry, and the game ends. If you go back and decide you won't pursue her when you saw her, the game will actually straight up end. But you get a really good ending where you end up having a better job as you start a business of skateboards. You sell skateboards for a living. That's right. So if we learn anything from this far, is don't follow a chick if you already banged her earlier. I don't know what else to say, especially the same chick you almost ran over, I guess. Now, what if you go all the way back and decide to not look at her, right? You might think that the game ends at that point right away because there's no point of the story to continue. So you just move on with your life, and I guess that's the way the story ends. But no, you'll actually be shocked. You end up not only banging one, but two cheeks. This time, you end up in a threesome. So you end up in a threesome if you decline not to pursue her. And yes, it's that same chick you meet from the first ending that I just showed you. you. What a wild fucking ride this shit is. Moral of the story is, if you ever end up running a person over and they ain't dead, make sure they are. When in doubt, run her over with a skateboard and get the fuck out. Other than being a complete clicking simulator, this game only has one gameplay mechanic, which is you need to make some choices, and there are only like 8 or 9 choices in this game entirely, and some of them don't even make a difference. So what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't spark confidence. And this game was also made by 4 people is what I'm getting at. So 4 people made this game. I have legit played video games that was miles better than this and was made by only one guy. So it's super shocking to me that this is just such a weird game that is nothing of gameplay in it, and all you do is just make choices, but the choices lead you, like most of them anyway, lead you nowhere or the same place, and it's like, what were you thinking? Anyway, so other than that, this game is really weird, has barely any gameplay. All you do is just you click and click and click, and again, like I said, this will take you like around 1 hour. However, if you just want to speed run through this, all you have to do is just make sure mouse clicking skills are really high, and then you could probably get a world record on this game. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. Memberships are finally live, and I'm so happy for that, so thank you for the insane support. If you want to support me further and get me to do this full time, then consider becoming a member of the channel for only $2.99, and you will get exclusive badges and emojis which will be available right next to your name when you become a member. For further details, check out the membership tab to explore higher tiers, and I will see you on my next video. Goodbye.